Today, I am going to talk you through a mini tutorial about fascination. So, what you might know as a bullet point, actually in the copywriting world is known as a fascination. So, we don't use bullet points to list inclusions or benefits or features. Instead, we use bullet points to evoke fascination, to evoke curiosity, to create a sense of excitement about the product, and we call them fascinations. So I want to share with you two tips on how to write fascinations. What you can do is go back to one of your packages or your offers for your course or a membership or just your services and look at where you've used bullet points and see where you can actually change them into fascinations. So the first tip I want to share with you is using the word this. So instead of saying what's actually included, we use the word this as a kind of pronoun. So, for example, very good copy do this really well, of course, because they're master copywriters. Eddie is a master copywriter, and I would recommend signing up for his newsletter. It's brilliant. So, included in his very good landing page course, his bullet points, instead of using the words, he uses this. So one of the greatest copywriters of the 21st century worked by this simple 14-word motto. So you don't know what the motto is. He's replaced it with the word this. The best landing pages work to achieve these 4 core objectives. You don't know what the objectives are. Again, he's replaced it with these. This is amongst the worst landing page I've ever seen, and it was created by a renowned marketer. So again, it's this. So you're invoking curiosity. So go back to your bullet points and replace where you've actually described what the benefit or the feature or the inclusion is with the word this to invoke curiosity. The other tip I want to share with you is to use almost like headlines as your fascinations. So what, how, why, when work really well. So here's an example. What, and then an example of this group, taught me about the unexpected thing. So these are formulas you can use. How your ex is ripping you off and exactly what to do about it. How to learn this thing before this thing. How to survive your first. So they're how, they're why, they're what. You almost think of them as mini headlines. And again, you use these as your bullet points or your fascinations in order to really get people curious. That's the real goal of a fascination. So whereas a bullet point, you might think of it as a way to just tell people what's included in something, a fascination is a way to make them really curious, fascinated, of course, about what might be included. So you don't give them the actual inclusion itself, you make them fascinated around what those inclusions are. It really is such a powerful copywriting technique. And if you can go back to some of your bullet points right now and actually change them into fascinations, you will see such a huge uplift in clicks as people are just really tempted to click when they're fascinated by the subject rather than just knowing what's included.